so that Zoom knows. All right, first of all, let us begin with obeisance, with Vandanam and obeisances as we gather together. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sarvetam Savarutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Goratvije Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. So here is your Russian-speaking Paramananda Prabhu and non-Russian-speaking Seva Rupa Devidasi of South Africa, and Kum Devidasi is here. Zoom arrives in Vila Govinda Ashram. Just see. Kum from Italy. Yes, Kum from Italy. Her former life of USA almost over. Hare Krishna and Seva Rupa of Italy. She lives in South Africa for engaging in service. And she's very happy to be here and nourished. All are nourished to be here. Earlier today, we were inviting devotees who were gathered here to say something, to share something of Krishna consciousness. But they all came out with, I am very happy here. And so I had to say, okay, next devotee, yes, we know you're happy here. Now share something that we have learned or heard. But what makes you happy? Okay, but first of all, we're on the Latvian Zoom, and we do want to hear from Suresh Krishna Prabhu because he is the mover and shaker. He's actually keeping in touch with the devotees, gathering devotees, trying hard to make Krishna consciousness available to the public, and trying hard also to keep the devotees also engaged and reminded about Krishna week by week. So, Suresh Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Maharaj, Dandavat Brahmananda Prabhu, Dandavat Kumkum Ji, Dandavat all the devotees, Dandavat. So yes, and I was happy to today in the morning because when I switch on the Facebook, I saw all the devotees in Villa Govinda, Maharaj, Paramananda Prabhu, Kumkum Didi, everyone, and from Latvia also, because I didn't know when they will go to Latvia or to Villa Govinda. So, and they're there. So very good because like festival in Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Math continually moving all over the world to all familiar places when we know Villa Govinda, Govinda Farm, London, East London, West London, Ireland. So it's amazing to realize that everywhere it happens like festival and Vaishnava gathering. And if we can't be with you, but we can be by our mind, by our heart, because we feel this mood in Vaishnava gathering. So it's very good. That I was very happy too in the morning when I heard when Lavanya Mai said that I'm happy to be here. You told her, okay, you're happy to be here, but what have you learned? Yeah. Hare Krishna. So in Razakne, this interesting situation because every time in public program here in our studio, Journey to Joy, every time came one man, every program one man, and they came, asked some questions, took the books, and disappear. So every time one man came and then disappear. And I understand that here is maybe some place when people like do some first step or maybe second step, moving during Krishna consciousness, and they are searching And mostly they, like they told me, they practicing something in their home, like doing some kind of meditation, reading something, listen something. But they attracted by our like advertisement, and they come. So as I told, they receive something and go away and disappear. So amazing what happens here in Rezekne, and so we are already bought a ticket by the grace of Udaran Prabhu. We already bought a ticket for Pandita Didi, and Pandita Didi will be here next month, September, um, uh, 18, 18 till 22. Yes, so we will do like our parikrama, Vilnius, Rezekne, Riga. Not Perno in this time, but Vilnius, Rezekne, Riga. It will be, yes. So that is the news, and we are like yesterday we celebrated Balarama Appearance Day, and approaching to Krishna Janmashtami. It will be next Saturday, so we'll be prepared for this festival. Yes, that is the news from my side. Maharaj, of course, one question I have. I've been asked about Hare Krishna chain. Nam Hare Krishna Nam chanting, like if we do something, we chant not attentively. For example, I'm cooking or I'm driving, but I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I'm trying to chant, but my attention not on Hare Krishna Mahamantra, my attention on driving or cooking. And today I heard Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj was telling about Namabhas. And Namabhas, one of the type of Namabhas is Hela. Hela is mean, for example, people, not people, men one wake up and he just saying Hare Krishna. Not attentively, not thinking about this, about the seva mood, service mood, but just tell Hare Krishna. Does it the same what I mentioned first, like driving or cooking or chanting Hare Krishna, and Hela, like Namapas? What is the proper understanding? Because we don't want moksha, we don't want bhakti. So, but Namapas lead us to mukti, to liberation. That is my question for today, maybe.
All right, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave the instruction all the time, chant, I have explained this Maha Mantra, now all the time you chant this Maha Mantra. And he is no doubt expecting you will cook, that you will, I don't know about drive a car, but drive a chariot, walk somewhere, do this, do that. And he's not giving instruction that when you doing certain duties, don't chant the holy name because it won't be pure. But all those 4 examples of Namabhas are giving us an example, because we need some example in the world to understand what is the described nature of the indirect chanting. And then particularly when we've got our japa period, our time of chanting japa early in the morning, or some people it may be another time, but mostly we can say the devotees should try to make that early morning slot the time for giving attention and focus to their chanting. So we should then be very conscious and go through the namavasis and avoid those namavasis. But during the day, you should chant while cooking. You should chant while sleeping. What are you going to do? You should chant while sleeping. But when we wake up and we're going, oh, Hare Krishna, we'll also recognize that, oh, that was an example. Hare Krishna, I should try to call the Lord's name. So yes, that is the answer from my understanding and practical side. We should always chant the holy name of the Lord, but with time, place, and circumstance, as we said before. If you're driving a car, like you say, you're chanting the name of the Lord, and driving the car. But if you get ecstatic symptoms with tears flowing from your eyes, horripilation, fainting, falling to the ground, it's a good idea to pull over to the side, find a lay-by. Anyway, the practical side is whatever we do, we will chant Hare Krishna. We're probably quite safe to chant Hare Krishna in our cars. We're not so likely to be struck down by Krishna Prema at that time. Krishna will protect us, but not to chant japa while driving. I know devotees do it, so it's not like I'm pointing to somebody, oh, you chant japa while you're driving. But really, japa should be the time when we are giving attention to our chanting. And in a list of various things, we do have a list. We don't speak, we should not speak while doing this, 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 this. One of those is while chanting japa. But we all do it, so that doesn't mean now we become impersonal and somebody says something to us and we just ignore and just chant our japa, that I'm like the perfect person. But the guideline is there. So our japa is the time to leave aside the mobile phone. It'll still be there in the other room. What do? Drop the mobile phone on the floor. Okay. To leave aside the mobile phone, leave it in the other room, the other house, the next village. Do something with the mobile phone. It'll still be there, demanding your attention when you meet it next. So just give it a little separation from you for the time that you chant your japa, and leave aside your car as well and the cooking pots. And so japa is one thing, but continually the chanting of the name, that is another thing which we should try to do always. So even in the night you half wake up or something, you'll be chanting Krishna Nam. You'll think, oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Maybe Namabhas, but Namabhas is not Namaparad. Exactly. Here you are, some Bengali to back up. Here's Paramananda Prabhu, and he might even sing for you if we ask him very much.
Anyhow, we have this song which is the part of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then Mahaprabhu is saying, Ki Shayane, when you're resting, Hi Bhojane, when you're taking food, Hi Bhojagarani, wherever you go, you must chant the holy name. And then in Shikshashtakam, especially in the second verse, Namnamakari Bahudhani Jasarva Shakti Statrarpitani Yamita Smaranena Kala, Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamati, Durdaivam. I belong to the Durdaivam section. So he said it's very easy. No rules, no strict rules, no regulations. But as Maharaj pointed out, when you chant japa, give full attention. Also try to naturally, if you think about apparats while chanting the japa, you're not going to be chanting japa properly. You will be committing offenses. Try not to think about the apparats during the chanting, but focus on the vibration. And try to be in the proper mood. And the proper mood for chanting is the mood of prayer to be engaged in service. Ask the holy name that please, even though I am unqualified, please you be merciful to me. I'm trying my best, sincerely trying my best. So please grant me your darshan and engage me in the service. And then maybe I will have chance one day to serve you properly. So this should be the mood. Mood is always important. Well.
And the next verse of the Shikshastakam, oh, it's mine. Oh, yeah. The next verse of Shikshastakam also, little bit familiar to most devotees. Trinadapi sunichina taroriva sehishna amanina manadina. That you've all got. Then the last line, Kirtanya Sada Harihi. Through Kirtan, always of the Lord's name. So there again, we're being told always to do Kirtan. So everywhere we're being told to chant the name, chant the name, chant the name, chant the name. Actually, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama. Eva Kevalam. Kalau nastyeva, nastyeva, nastyeva. Gatiranyata. Hare Krishna, yes. So don't stop chanting. And there is a guru called Govinda. Now, this is not our dear Srila Govinda Maharaj. It's another dear Govinda Maharaj from time in history. And I have read this in it's in Srila Prabhupada's book somewhere, or I don't think it's our books. I think Srila Prabhupada's books. But he was a Govinda. He was a disciple of a master. I don't know the master's name, but the story goes that we have heard that the disciple, the master is telling him, always chant the name of the Lord, always chant Krishna Nam. This is the essence of everything. And the guru was always chanting Krishna Nam, except, and so the disciple always heard the name of Krishna Nam everywhere. But when he went to the bathroom, the bathroom, the toilet, WC, whatever you want to say, then there was no sound coming from the bathroom. And then very innocently, the devotee one day asked him, Gurudev, you're always chanting Krishna Nam, but why do you stop chanting when you go to the bathroom? I mean, said it innocently, just like this. And then the guru, his guru reflected and thought, yes, my son, you are quite right. You are quite right. Why am I doing it? From now on, I understand. Yes, I should not stop. It's not at the latrine. It is a dirty place, so I don't take the holy name. You are right. And then that disciple called Govinda then was given the name, officially or not, I don't know, but he became known as Guru Govinda. The guru considered his disciple his guru, like that. This is from a different time. But there is an example of how nowhere is too dirty. And going to the latrine, not too dirty. We even know a devotee who passed away in a latrine. Came home from work, went to the bathroom, told his wife, oh, please, no need to cook for me tonight. I'm not feeling so well. He went to the bathroom and died. It's a real life story. We know the devotee, we know the wife, we know what happened. So anyway, not that we want to pass away in the latrine, but we should be always chanting the name of the Lord. This is the point. And we don't know where we'll pass away, but not to be fearful of passing away. We are taking shelter of the holy name, non-different from the Lord, the very instruction of the Lord himself, of Krishna himself, as Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the very instruction of our masters, our gurus, the Vaishnavas, the scripture. So, all the time, chant the holy name of the Lord. And good to see so many devotees joined us in the meantime. Ajita Krishna who joined now in India, Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu somewhere in Europe, Croatia perhaps still, Croatia, and Tatiana in Latvia, Lilavati in Israel, Subhadra Devirasi in Tomsk, Ranga Devirasi in Russia, St. Peter's, Ranga Devirasi in Germany, she's in Germany, Russian speaking in Germany. And Naza we greeted already in Ukraine, and re-greeting, and Madhurya Leela, Acha, a new name, so a new life. Make the most of your new good life. Very good. Madhurya Leela in Cedar Rapids. All right. Congratulations. Well done. Be a serious student. Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru Maharaj. And Rupanuga Prabhu, maybe in Georgia, but he moves around. He's very mobile, and I wouldn't be surprised, but I would be very happy if we turned around and saw him arriving here in Italy. That would be wonderful if it's possible, Rupanuga Prabhu. Oh, he's put in the chat, Istanbul. Yes, very nearby. Hare Krishna. Narad, you can't hear Paramanand because he doesn't have the microphone. He says Rupanuga is a little like Narada Muni. He can travel everywhere, and wherever he goes, he's telling people about Krishna. So, a nice reminder of Narada Muni by remembering Rupanuga Prabhu. So this morning, Kumkum Devirasi, we mentioned her in her absence, that She's often with us on the back to basics, which is not so early in Latvia. It is, so here's 4 a.m. at the moment. So it's 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Yes, good time in Latvia. And but this morning she wasn't able to come because she had a little bit of jet lag, the word which Gurudev didn't know about until the last part of his pastimes. So anyway, Kumkum Didi, she's getting her strength back after crossing over from the other side of the United States of America. But she's with us now on the Latvia Zoom. And we've got Hari Gopal who translating to Russian. So you've already got a microphone on. She was the first one here to join you very eagerly. So we ask you to share something from here, or share something from Goloka Vrindavan. And I'm going to share something with Paramananda Prabhu, because this was brought in your name.
My dandavat to all of the devotees we see here. It is so happy and blessed, and everyone is happy, as Maharaj was saying, because we feel that we are on the veranda of Srila Gurudev in Navadvip Dham. There's no real difference. Everything is manifesting in various places in the world, but it is that same really sweet. The devotees are seeking how to again attain our eternal home through the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so wherever we are in this world, we still see those faces, we still hear those same conversations that remind us that we have the grace of our gurus, and this will take us perfectly. We hope to always perfect. We can always chant, and we want that to be better and better, arriving at the conception of we are a humble servant of our Lord, and everything is belonging to Him, and we're just trying to go along with that. This conception in this world that we're so accustomed to would be horrid, but it's actually the opposite in the true world, in the spiritual world. This conception that we are merely the servant, and we're blessed if we can take part and have some service, is the highest aspiration of the human form. This is what we're hearing from the Association of the Vaishnavas, and it makes us very happy.
Carry on. Oh, are you finished?
I suppose.
Oh, okay. I thought you stopped because I pulled this up. Yeah.
But anything particular that you were inspired by the recent days?
So Paramanand Prabhu, because he doesn't have a microphone, I just repeat, he's asking to Kumkum Didi, is there anything in particular that you are inspired by during these last few days?
Yes, most certainly. If I sit and hear from Srila Madhusudan Maharaj, I have some inspiration, and their classes, of course, morning and evening, and just passing in the hallway or in the prasadam room, we'll hear something that inspires. And Paramananda Prabhu just the other day was speaking about his intimate pastimes with Srila Gurudev, and how he observed that Srila Gurudev is always acting as directed by Krishna. He always noticed that was how Srila Gurudev knew precisely what to do. There may be a problem presented with a circumstance or with an aspiring devotee, but Srila Gurudev would always understand that Krishna, he was operating from that platform. Krishna is setting something up for the benefit of every devotee, and he's arranging all of that. And it may not manifest immediately, it may be manifesting in the future, and so Srila Gurudev is arranging something now so that in the future what Krishna wants will come to pass. And how Gurudev is always seeing exactly what to do, because he is the pure servitor of Guru Maharaj, and that is his sole aspiration. His only desire is to bring everything in the way that Srila Guru Maharaj wants it, to save all of us. So this is really something that I've been happily contemplating since Prabhu was saying it.
Jai.
Mm.
And we've been reading from Srila Guru Maharaj, we've been reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, we've been hearing Srila Gurudev. And how are we to come to Krishna? What is the tangible thing? It's association with devotees. It's service to the devotees. And we may know we are privileged to have been exposed to the character, something of the character of the upper world by the grace of our masters. But they're always telling us to keep our feet on the ground, and our real nourishment is going to come from the connection with the devotees, by serving, by taking the name, and in our own position where we are, to continue happily. So it is definitely a good fortune to have this association of Vaishnavas. Really, it is a rare association of Vaishnavas to have full appreciation for Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Gurudev. And in the world, many devotees, devoted persons, many who they worship Krishna but never heard of Mahaprabhu's name. Many who may have heard of Mahaprabhu but consider him like similar to other gods in the Hindu religion. And then those who've come to the Gaudiya Vaishnava line, many departments, many branches of the trunk of that tree of Srila Saraswati Thakur. But that main trunk was continued by Srila Guru Maharaj. And the thing is, it's public knowledge, but yet somehow or another, then many cannot understand it, or they have some sectarian idea. But Srila Guru Maharaj is carrying that, and the protector of that pure devotion given by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And he prepared Srila Prabhupada, he prepared Srila Gurudev. And Srila Prabhupada's preaching work, his distribution, not only preaching, his connecting the whole world to Krishna through the Parampara system was huge. And Srila Gurudev, today, this morning in the temple room, we are with Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj, in a recording. Of course, it's a recording, but a video recording with the subtitles, which everybody can see. And that video, it's on the YouTube channel, Srila Govinda Maharaj video series. And there, Srila Gurudev is giving substantial glorification of Srila Prabhupada. Substantial means he's explaining why he is so exceptional and the great service that he has done. And so it brings joy to us to hear the glorification of the devotees. And similarly, Srila Prabhupada glorifying Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev. Srila Guru Maharaj glorifying Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev glorifying Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. This is the nature of the trinity of devotees that have brought to us the reality of Krishna consciousness. And if you want to know the talk we were listening to this morning, watching Srila Gurudev, it's a clear recording, it's a video. If you search 960503, which means 1996, May, January, February, March, April, May, 1996, May, the 3rd of May, which in here is 960503, then that's the talk we were listening to. From about halfway through, we were watching Srila Gurudev, or we were with him, we were transported to Socal, the Socal ashram in America. Hare Krishna. Okay, here's Sevarupa Devidasi. She's also going to share something with you. We know, we can see the future. Oh, you need a microphone, kindly. Yes, steal a microphone.
Dandavat pranams, dear devotees. Please accept my obeisances. And it's, yes, besides being so happy to be here, I must say that, yeah, association, and I hope that I am not properly, but I'm starting to understand what is meant by the devotees being desire trees, because everywhere you are, there's so much love and affection. There's nothing like this in the material world. And devotees sharing their hearts, and just so selfless. And I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to be here, also because of the Vaishnavas and the mercy from the Vaishnavas, from Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. And also and yes, I love meeting everybody in person and not only on Zoom. And then with the chanting, maybe something that stood out for me recently is also Kelikadam Banana. Didi had said, don't just keep your Sri Prapana Jivanamritam on the altar and pray to it, but actually open it. So I have I have done that, and I've just been able to read a page at a time a day when I can, because it's so full and rich with nectar. But there's one verse that I've tried to put to memory and remember that when I'm chanting. And it says that, is that you are so high, Lord Krishna, and I am very low. Please, purify me, take me, and engage me in the service for your higher purpose. Be pleased, and otherwise I am helpless and neglected. So that is very inspiring for me to remember when trying to chant japa, as well as all the things to avoid, all the offenses to avoid. So I can share that a little bit. And Dandavats to you all, and Jai Gurudev.
Jai. And in the back row, almost hiding, but the microphone does reach that far, is Ishwarananda Prabhu. Oh, you can stay there. But please clip on the microphone is better, then it's no other sound. So Ishwarananda Prabhu, we traveled together yesterday, no, the day before. So we got to chat with each other quite a bit. And now he can share something from arriving here. He's been here, obviously, well, not obviously, but he's been here before. So he's returning to Vila Govinda Ashram after being in Sweet Lake City, Salt Lake City, United States. There, so many sweet devotees are born there, practically introduced to Krishna consciousness by their public programs. They're welcoming people in. So Ishwarananda Prabhu.
Dandavats. Humbly, I feel like very fortunate to be a lizard on the wall at this festival. How could I follow up with what was just spoken by Sevarupa Didi? That was very sincere and heartwarming. Something that that's touched me is, throughout our lives, we're observing behavior of people and observing behavior of Vaishnavas. And there's so many phenomenal examples here at the temple. So when I say I'm fortunate to be a lizard on the wall, I'm thinking, whoa, how did this happen? And where am I? And who am I in association with? Obviously, I could name off every single devotee here as a good example. And so I'm feeling very fortunate to have this association, and also thinking I'm just confused and baffled because it's a perfect example of causeless mercy from Srila Gurudev, allowing someone like me to have the association that's like of devotees that love Srila Gurudev, I think that that's heartwarming, and I'm seeing so many phenomenal examples of that. Something that I've learned here is it was actually in Ireland recently, before we traveled here, but it was so, it was a touching moment because Srila Madhusudan Maharaj was on Zoom, and I think it was the Italian Zoom. And there was some instance where it disconnected with his headphones, and I got to hear a tiny piece of what was going on and shared. And it was Abhinava Sundar Prabhu, and he was saying at every moment, we need to make the decision to continue on Krishna consciousness, and at every second. And for someone who's constantly losing my focus and distracted, and you know, it was so helpful to hear. And Maharaj was like, "Oh, what's happening? Why is this not connected?" Oh, and I was like feeling so fortunate again, thinking, "Why is this happening?" It's, you know, every wave is favorable, and I'm not understanding that. And so being around the devotees that are understanding that, it's phenomenal. So, I mean, as far as something that I'm focusing on is at every moment readjusting myself. Srila Didi said recently when I was talking with her on the phone is, you know, it was just a small phrase that she said is, "Nope, I'm not going to do that." And so as far as redirecting focus, that was a super simple, helpful phrase, is like exercising the muscle of like, determination. Because, you know, as far as like, you can see my arms and they look like they have no muscles. So what to think about my heart and the muscle of determination? Obviously, I'm not my body. Srila Madhusudan Maharaj has been expressing that to me, and I am trying to understand that. And obviously, I'm failing because I'm, you know, anyways. But nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try it every moment. And so that's, you know, well, obviously at the factory where the boss is. And when I'm going to go back to Salt Lake, I'm going to try and keep the same mentality of the boss is here. Srila Gurudev is not in a manifest form where we can perceive him, at least me personally. And so trying to remember that is going to be key. Is I need to continue my work and continue. Jai Srila Gurudev, ki Jai, Jai Srila Guru Maharaj.
Jai, Jai, Jai. Beautiful from the heart. And I am happily hearing, and we are happily hearing, by the way. And in the chat box, Madhura Leela, I'm surprised you watch movies and the TV. Watch the television, just see. But she says, when the commercials come on, oh dear, then I chant. Better I chant Namabas and listen to the commercials. I figure that Namabas is better than whatever marketing propaganda is hitting my ears at that point. Well, she's making a confession as well as giving some tips. Hare Krishna. Well, you know, I am intolerant. I can prove it because I'm intolerant of television. What can I say? And Srila Gurudev, by the way, in the Western world, I don't know if it was America or somewhere else, then there was some program he's watching, and then the advertisements came on. Because, you know, devotees think, oh, Gurudev, he'll want to see the news or something. Gurudev is watching some program or seeing a program on the TV, and then the advertisements come on, and he made a comment. So now starts the real function of the TV, which is advertising. And Tungarasa Devi Rasi offering her obeisances to all the dear devotees. That's you. And oh, Indumati, she's put in Russian. Someone can help me out?
Oh, she said that there is no internet. They have a big storm and they cannot hear or see you, maybe. Or maybe now it's fixed.
Well, certainly our loudspeaker is fixed. Very loud and clear there, Hari Gopal Prabhu. The message is transmitted to us. Hare Krishna. And then, oh, Madhuri did a second message. Message for Ishwarananda. Am I allowed to read your message or is it private? Okay, we're checking out his mail now. I was talking to Braja, this is Braja Mohini Didi in Salt Lake City yesterday, and confirmed with her that she will also send me Sri Giriraj's measurements along with the measurements and patterns for Sri Gaurachandra. Okay, there we are. That sounds like a service message to me, a saver message. So all is good. And now you can see we passed on the message to Ishwarananda Prabhu. You're still wearing the mic. Oh, you got the microphone. Yes.
Jai, jai, jai.
Jai, 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 says Ishwarananda Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Tatiana, good to see you. I hope you got something from the retreat and coming and being with the devotees.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Всем дандават. Я очень рада, что я
Dandavats to
смогла
everyone.
все-таки
I'm
сегодня
very happy that I did come
участвовать в Зуме.
to
Это,
participate
я
in
очень
this Zoom.
недостойна этого,
I
но
know
я
I'm
стараюсь
very
посетить хотя бы
non-qualified,
Zoom.
but I'm
У меня
trying to at
возникает
least come
вопрос,
to
я
the
не
Zoom.
знаю, можно ли
And I get a
задать
question
его.
sometimes. I'm not sure if I can ask it
Спрашиваю
now. Maharaj, can I ask a
Yes,
question?
yes,
Это
you can.
немножечко,
Good
знаете,
opportunity.
мне, конечно, может быть, было бы более
Perhaps
комфортно,
it will be more
если бы я
comfortable
смогла бы это
if
вам лично
I
задать, потому
could
что, возможно,
personally
какое-то
ask you this,
немножко преданное
because
ко
maybe
мне.
some
Возможно, я
judgment might come
сегодня
from the devotees, but
расскажу как бы,
maybe
да,
today
немножко о
I can
своих
say a little
внутренних
bit
переживаниях
about
духовном своем
my
пути.
internal
Я хочу просто
thoughts
узнать,
and feelings
насколько
on my
я,
spiritual path. I would
может
like
быть,
to
неправильно
know
действую, потому что
how
это меня
how
тревожит
how
уже
much am I
долгие годы.
wrongly doing,
Дело
because
в том, что
this
я,
journey is going on for many
когда я
years.
вышла замуж, я
When
начала
I got married,
больше постигать наука самоосознания, да, и вот
I went
влияние
deeper into
Махапрабху,
self-realization about the
общаться с
activity of
преданными, да, вот
Mahaprabhu,
с преданными
associating with the
из разных
devotees
стран.
from
Так
the
получается,
different
что
countries. And it so happened
я
that
попадаю в какие-то истории, да, в какую-то жизненную
I'm
ситуацию, и там ищу
I'm
преданных и с ними
meeting
общаюсь,
some
да.
life
И
stories,
вот через
I'm
них я
meeting the
получаю
devotees and
какое-то
associating, and through them,
стремление
I'm getting
быть в этом
some
обществе,
aspiration to be in such
приняла
association.
Господа Кришну
I
как
accepted the
Верховного
Lord
Господа,
Krishna
да,
as the
хотя
Supreme
иначе,
Lord,
вот
yeah?
ранее у меня немножко были другие
Maybe
мировоззрения.
before I had different
Но на данный
views,
момент у меня
viewpoints,
еще
but
остается
now
привязанность к
I
моей
still
прошлой
have
духовной жизни, это
attachment to my
православная
previous
церковь.
spiritual
Вот.
life, that
Я
is
вам честно скажу, я сегодня не
Christianity.
была
I
у
can
Суреши
say
Кришны на
honestly,
Навахате,
today I
поскольку
did
я
not come to
решила
Namahato
прийти
Suresh Krishna Prabhu
сегодня
because
на
I
служение,
decided
да, в
to
храм
go
православный. И мне очень важно
to
было
Christian temple for
поучаствовать
service,
в этом
and I
процессе
had the
духовном, потому
opportunity
что я
to
чувствую,
be
что
in that
какая-то
spiritual
частичка меня,
process because I
она
still feel that
не
a part of
получает
me,
чего-то, да, и мне
it is
очень
not getting
надо хотя бы
something
раз там какой-то
what I
там
need,
3
and I need
месяца
to, like,
посетить
once every three
православную
months I
церковь.
need to go to the
Вот.
Christian church.
Ну, как бы я просто не могу
But
оторвать
I
себя полностью
cannot,
от православия
cannot
и
fully
предаться
drag
вот
myself out
только
of
там
Christianity and
преданные
fully
преданным.
surrender,
Я не знаю,
to
насколько это
devotee
правильно, но я
association.
немножко
I'm not sure
сохраняю
how
свои
proper that
связи
is,
в
but I'm
это
still
вера
keeping my
моих предков,
connection,
да, и я
the faith of
поэтому
my
дошла до
ancestors.
35
I
лет я
grew up in
полностью
this until
служу, да,
35 years. I
православие
was
это основа
fully,
моя была.
that was my
И я
base,
понимаю, что
my
я не могу
basics.
священнику
And
сказать
I
про свою
understand that I
веру, да,
cannot
я не
tell my
могу сказать
priest
про то,
about
что
my
я
faith. I
как бы
cannot
для
tell
них
him
изменница,
that
потому
I am,
что церковь православная осуждают, ну
I'm
как бы, да,
against
не
them now because
принимают
the
эти вещи, и
Christians,
я не
they are
досказываю,
not
да, то
accepting
есть
these
на
things.
исповеди
So
я
I
не
cannot
говорю те
tell
вещи,
them
которые привержены
about,
жизни
I
моей.
cannot tell them everything that is
Но,
going on in my life.
но иногда
But,
посещаю,
but
вот, и
sometimes
общаюсь
I'm
с
attending them
православными
and
людьми,
I'm
да,
talking with
общаюсь с ними,
Christian
имею какие-то
devotee
контакты,
people.
даже служение,
I have
может,
some
даже
contact with
какое-то
them, maybe
будет.
some
Я вас
service
хотела
as well.
спросить, я по
And I would
этой
like to
части
ask
из-за
you,
этого, к примеру, я не смогла сегодня
maybe
вычитать
because
свои
of
уроки,
that,
потому что
I
я
could not
православные
even read
читала
chant
молитвы,
my
чтобы
beads,
посетить
because today I was reading
эту
prayers,
службу, мне надо
Christian
было
prayers too,
православные вычитать молитвы,
you know.
да?
In order to
И
attend
вот мой вопрос,
service in the church, I needed
могу
to
ли
read
я вот так
Christian
жить,
prayers.
чтобы сохранять
And here's my
какую-то
question,
часть
may I
моего
live like
себя
that?
иногда в
To keep a
православной
part of me
церкви,
to
но
sometimes be in
мое сердце
Christian
с
church,
преданными,
but
да,
my
на
heart
данный
is with the
момент вот
devotees.
надо
But
частичку
currently,
какую-то
sometimes a small part of
вам,
me,
да, вот
it
это
needs to be
сердце.
there.
И вот
Something there.
как вы считаете,
And
насколько
how,
это
what do you think?
правильно или
How
неправильно?
proper or how
Спасибо
improper?
вам большое за
Thank you.
ответы.
Thank you so much for
Я
the answer
извиняюсь,
already. And forgive me if
что
I'm speaking
важно
like that.
сейчас мне
This is
услышать ваш
important for
ответ.
me to hear your answer.
Прошу прощения.
So first
Please
of all,
forgive.
Tatiana, that is the devotees are not judging you. We're all judging ourselves and not judging anybody else. And you're in society here, you're with others We are all on the same path, and we are our friends together and here to help each other. So I'm happy you expressed your heart. No one's judging you. And a church is often a place of confession. And we can make a confession. Hari Gopal Prabhu, myself, Paramanand Prabhu, you didn't go. No, not walking today. So anyway, we three, and we were 11, so 8 others. We went to church this morning. It's Sunday, but it's a coincidence in a way. We actually went on pilgrimage, walking from here, the ashram, Vilagovinda ashram, to Montevecchia, the church on the top of the hill. And so we need some exercise, we go walk and talk, we're chatting with each other. And the church on the top of the hill, just below it, is the bench where Srila Gurudev would sit, and he went different times there. He liked to go up there. And so we go there. It's a purpose to go for a walk. We're going somewhere. And today we put in Bhagavad Gita in English and Bhagavad Gita in Italian in a reading box, a box anyone can read, at the base of the steps of the church, where various books you can put in and take out. But when we went there today, the church was open. It's actually not open very much, but I suppose because it was Sunday morning, and then the church was open. So we went inside and we all respectfully sat, and whatever each of us is thinking, I don't know, but I mean, we are all going in there. We're sitting respectfully in the church and giving our respect to Jesus. And I was thinking, myself, I can say, I was thinking how, we give so much honor to Jesus that he set the scene for much of the Western world, that God is a person. There is God, the personality. Jesus saying, I am the Son of God, and that God made man in his own form. Love thy Lord with all thy soul, all thy heart, all thy might. Hallowed be thy name. Worshipful is your name. Of so many things, which when I came to Krishna consciousness, it all fitted into place when we heard that time Srila Prabhupada's words and read Bhagavad Gita. And so the Christian priest may not appreciate that, oh, you are coming to the Hare Krishnas or those Krishna consciousness. But we can appreciate Jesus, we can appreciate the Christian path, the sincerity of the sincere. But we must try to encourage that, you follow your heart, but keep the names of the Lord. And you now know, like, what are the best names of the Lord as given by the Lord himself as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Means the Maha Mantra of the Lord's names is Hare Krishna, Maha Mantra. Now we know what it means to have respect for the Lord's holy name, to chant his name with love. And Jesus has given the guidance in the right direction. But you see how difficult times were where Jesus was preaching. Just by him saying there is God, he got put on the cross, he got punished to death just for saying there is God. But now the whole world looks to Jesus, and he has given that foundation of God is our Father. And also Jesus said, no one comes to the Lord except through me. This is recorded in the scripture, at least in this way. And we can also see that we must come to the Lord through his agents, to those who are connected to him. So Jesus, he knows he's the agent of the Lord. So you come through me to the Lord. But Jesus was 2,000 years ago. And now we've got the great reformers and seers, such as Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, and Srila Prabhupada, who have come to describe more and more and more detail about who is God, what does he do, what does he look like, what is our relationship with him at different levels. What's our ultimate relationship with him? And for everybody, how to practically come to him, to clean our heart from misconception and to uncover our devotional nature inside. So we are happy. You've got your faith. You've got your faith that Jesus is giving us the directions of life, taking us home to heaven. And you've got your faith that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the devotees, they are bringing you into a world where you're getting a description and you're getting an understanding of what happens in the Lord's land, and that we have the possibility in this body now to make our journey home substantial. So no problem at all, but keep chanting Hare Krishna and your life will become sublime. There is a guarantee with that.
Maharaj, спасибо вам за ответ. Я
Oh,
просто хочу сказать,
Maharaj,
что
thank you for your
именно,
answer. I would like to just say that
именно Писание великих
specifically the
преданных,
scriptures
которых
of
мы сейчас
great
почитаем,
devotees
мне
who
дали
we're
возможность понять
reading right
вообще
now, they
деяния
gave me
Иисуса
the
Христа и
possibility
Его
to
заповеди.
understanding
Потому что
of
православные даже
Jesus.
на самом деле на
Because
данный момент не все
the
понимают
Christians,
заповеди,
they
которые там
really
есть.
don't
И они
understand
придерживаются своего четкого
the
понимания, что
guidance
не убей,
of
относится
Jesus.
только к человеку. Они не
And
понимают,
they
что
think
это
that,
более
do not
глубокое
kill is just
понимание
don't kill
в
humans.
заповеди «не убей».
And they do not
И,
understand
то
the
есть у них
deep
остается
meaning of such,
именно
regulations.
употребление мяса, да, то есть
But they
употребление
eat
еды,
meat,
которая не является для нас
and
пищей, да. И вот, то есть много чего раскрылось для меня именно
so
только
lots of
из
things became
познаний,
revealed
которые
to
я
me
получила через
only
преданных,
after
которые сейчас у
I
меня
got
есть, и через
some
общение,
connection with the
через общение с
devotees and the
которыми я сейчас
association,
получаю какие-то
thanks to their
вдохновения и
association, I'm
понимания.
getting
Ну,
some
я
inspiration and
просто
some
еще
understanding now.
остаюсь немножечко, знаете,
But I'm still
посещая
staying,
церковь,
I'm
я
still
прихожу именно
attending the
и
church,
как бы
and
уважаю
I'm
Иисуса
respecting
Христа и очень
Jesus
вдохновлена
Christ
Его тоже
and very
подвигом, который
inspired
Он
by
сделал, потому
his
что
deed,
реально послание Бога, Он Сын
because
Бога, да,
really
и
he's
своим
a
примером Он показал,
reformer,
как
he's
надо
sent
именно
by the
служить
Lord,
Богу.
and by
Это
his
тоже
example,
великий
he's
пример,
showing
как
how to
это
serve the
делать, да.
Lord, a great
На,
example of
ну,
how
в
to do it.
нынешнее время это
Nowadays
очень,
it's,
для меня это вдохновение,
for me, it's
знаете,
also
и
inspiration.
поэтому,
You
ну, поэтому для меня
Therefore,
тоже важно иногда
therefore,
быть
for
на
me, it's
службе
important
православной
to
церкви. Все, я
sometimes
больше,
be
я услышала
at the
ваши
service of the church.
наставления, спасибо вам
I
большое.
heard your instruction.
Вот,
Thank you
спасибо.
so much. Thank you.
It's guidance, not instruction. Hare Krishna. In remembrance of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I can specifically also mention, because Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is so broad, and he gave credit to all the great reformers who are bringing the mass consciousness away from atheism and to godliness, to understand that there is a Lord. So continue happily. Chant Hare Krishna, be happy. Jai. And by the way, there's quite, I maybe won't read everything, but Madhura Leela, she very much relates to your circumstances. And she points out that she actually continuing work as a certified lay minister with the approval of my guru, and saying that she's sorry, I'm sorry your Christian community is not so accepting, but I have been blessed with a pastor and fellow lay servants and a district commission on ministry who are excited about my connections in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. And we've got Paramanandapu here. We're actually at the end, but even a short little extra from Paramanandapu we know is always valuable. And you can speak directly in Russian if you like for the Latvian section, or in, oh yes, no, maybe speak in English, then we will all understand. Aha. And then keep Hari Gopal Prabhu's computer running a little longer.
Busy.
Keep him busy. And then we're all going, including Hari Gopal Prabhu, on Mridanga probably, we're going to go on Harinam Sankirtan in Lecco just after being with you here. We're going to transport ourselves from Latvia to Lecco and chant Hare Krishna. But Paramanand will.
Anyhow, I think Maharaj already answered perfectly, and with the insights by Madhuri Lila Didi, who is in a very similar situation. We can remember Srila Guru Maharaj when he was saying that sincerity is in...
Prabhu, can you please put your microphone closer or hold it? There. Closer to your mouth. I don't know. It's hard to hear, sorry.
How about now? All right. So Guru Maharaj, he's pointing out that sincerity of the followers is invincible. So Krishna, he satisfies the need of every seeker. And through his network of gurus, this is his magic. And sometimes, some people, they come through Christianity, some people, they come in connection with Krishna through Buddhism or any other confession. But I'm just going to tell you one story that I witnessed myself. It is about Krishna Priya, who is my wife. And she's initiated disciple of Srila Govinda Maharaj and very active follower in our mat and does a lot of service. And when she was initiated by Srila Govinda Maharaj, she was asked by one devotee, so now you're the Hare Krishna, so you're not a Buddhist anymore. And immediately said, no, I'm still a Buddhist. But I have a proper perspective and proper understanding of the position of Lord Buddha. It's deepened, and my faith only grew, and my appreciation for him only grew deeper. And that was a beautiful answer. So we should always pay respects to every confession, every form of the guru that we meet in our life. And never try to, put up an opposition or arguments. We are devotees after all. Even though people may not understand us, we still have to practice tolerance, humility, and offering respect to everybody. So it's good for us in any case. So please go on as you are, as you heard instructions from Srila Madhusudan Maharaj, and don't worry so much. Krishna consciousness will make you better Christian. In fact, somebody said, some from our Guru Varga mentioned once that Hare Krishnas, they're better Christians than the Christians. I'm not trying to criticize though, just saying.
And as you pointed out, Tatiana, that point about vegetarian, that they're eating meat, they're not following everything properly, and just to kill, and you could suggest to them, well, if you eat meat, would you kill the animal yourself? And I've said that to people, and they've actually said yes. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, all is good. And I saw very happily Braja Krishna Prabhu hearing Paramananda Prabhu's perspective as relaying his wife's response when somebody is saying, oh, you're not Buddhist anymore, you left Buddhism, saying, no, now I got perspective, I'm a better Buddhist. And I can say myself that really I felt too that it's not I left Christianity, but I got a better perspective, and I really got to understand what is Jesus teaching, and that the priest in our village, our locality, he was a good man, but really I'm sure he didn't understand, some of the basics of what Jesus gave in the terms beyond just doing good to others. So he was a good person trying to help the aged, this, that, and the other. But for the spiritual journey, he was reading from a book, but not living it or sharing that kind of quality with others. So the Bhagavad Gita helped me to be a better Christian. Here I am, 40, how many, 40? No, 1970, 1980. No, yeah, 45 years later, still trying. And today we went to church, we confess. And we're happy to go in the church. And to not to disturb anybody, we go in and we took off our hats, went in, sat down peacefully. Reflective, it's a reflective place. And in St. Petersburg, near our temple, there's a fully wooden church. And I was very happy going in there. And the priest in that church was happy with the devotees because they would go in there and they would chant their japa. And the priest is seen that chanting the rosary, the holy name. And very few Christians, as far as I can understand, really do chant on their rosary.
We regularly go to Buddhist temples to have Harinam Sankirtan.
And in Thailand, we go to Buddhist temples and do Harinam Sankirtan with the blessing of the priests. Little explanation, and the priest very happy. Okay, Suresh Krishna, it's a Latvia Zoom, but we do have to end soon because in 13 minutes the cars will start their engines and drive out, and we need to be in them.
Yes, Maharaj, big gratitude because I'm very happy to hear, like, we are learning from you how you reply to answer to questions, and we are learning from senior Vaishnavas how to do, how to maintain our personal life, spiritual practice, and how to give proper answers for the questions. I'm very grateful and to all devotees. And today in the night I saw the dream where in this dream was you, Maharaj, and Paramananda Prabhu. And I woke up, and I saw almost the same picture on my phone, back to basis. So amazing to see devotees in the dream, and then you wake up and you see in the reality. So Jai Shri Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Shri Bhakti Rakshak Siddhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Shri Achay Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai, Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Gantarva Govinda Sundar Ji ki Jai, Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gauranga Ji ki Jai, Guru Parampara ki Jai, Guru Varga ki Jai, Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki Jai, Tulasi Maharani ki Jai, all this Jai Shri Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Paramananda Prabhu ki Jai, Jai Kumkum Didi ki Jai, all the assembled devotees ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
Hari Hari Bo. And Suresh Krishna, please just translate what is in the chat box from Leelavati, did he, in Israel?
The topic is the fire. Thank you, Tatiana, for your question.
Beautiful. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So best wishes to everybody, to all of you who are assembled here in Latvia and outside Latvia, everywhere. Appreciate very much your association. And Juvati, we're always remembering very happily all those arrangements you made. Beautiful. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat, and we see you soon. Ranga Devi, she turned on her camera. Tungarasa turned on her camera also. And Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, always nearby at heart. Subhadra Devi Dasi, and all the team in Tomsk, always nearby at heart. All of you indeed. Dana joined us. Lavanya Moy, she's here somewhere. And Subhal Sakha Prabhu in Odessa. All of you, and anybody we missed out, please excuse. Our obeisances, best wishes for the week. And join us by heart on Harinam Sankirtan. We're going just now to Lekko and to carry out the Yuga Dharma given by Mahaprabhu and our gurus to chant Hare Krishna as far as possible in public. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari. Best wishes. Subharadi, we can see you now. Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Amrat Ashchi.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat.